All right, hey people, Dr. Troy here, Field of Light Chiropractic, Monterey, California, coming to you live here, February 2022. We're talking about above, down, inside, out, ADIO. You can throw in an S if you want to be plural, I guess. I don't know what your pronouns are. It may not be too relevant here, or it might be super relevant. As I notice, someone pulled the tag off my pillow. Maybe it was me. There's a hole there. Anyway, good. Digression number one. I got to get 3 in. That's my quota. 3 digressions, 3 rambling tangents. Okay, so above, down, inside, out. This is a concept many chiropractors, a lot of the chiropractors who are kind of, well, they're into the natural, the holistic, and they believe in the philosophy of chiropractic that the body is a self-healing mechanism. It needs no help, just no interference. There's an innate intelligence inside the body, and basically, if you give it good nutrition to support it, it will do its thing and keep you healthy. When we talk about pathology, getting sick, the concept of getting sick. Basically, there's 2 causes, and what I always say is if you know the cause, you know the cure. Okay, so if, it's toxins and deficiency. Toxicity and deficiency are the 2 causes of pathology. When you boil it all down, that's the most basic cause. And here in America, we eat a lot of food. A lot of people are overweight. We got fast food. We got all kinds of calories coming in fast and hard. But do we have nutrients, right? There's superfoods out there. I recently did a quick video on David Wolf's book. Was it the top 10 superfoods? Anyway, you can see it there up on YouTube. Just a quick, showing you the table of contents and some ideas on some easy to get superfoods that'll keep you healthy and nutritious. And the body can detox itself. So even though there's a lot of toxins coming in, occasionally you eat some food that's not optimal for you, the body knows how to deal with a lot of this stuff. Of course, science is coming up with new stuff maybe the body doesn't know how to deal with. And in any event, if you're overloaded with toxins, there's going to be signs and symptoms. Typically we ignore, we don't relate to that. And like allergies, for instance, people ask me about allergies and, what should I take and what should I do? Well, take good nutrition, eat good food, let food be thy medicine. All right, so if you're eating bee pollen, for instance, a lot of people find their allergies go away. And you can check out the research on it. Bee pollen has a lot of nutrients, right? So people are deficient in vitamins and minerals, pretty typical. And, there's a lot of bad advice out there. And then, like we might reach for salt, iodized, processed salt can be bad for the body, where, more natural products is the way I like to go. I do like sea salt and Himalayan pink salt. And I do a lot of seaweed, try to get my iodine that way. Seaweed is another superfood, very nutritious. Moringa, I think, is very high in vitamin C. We were talking about vitamin C, and rose hips are a good natural way. Ascorbic acid is common in supplements, right? So beware of synthetic supplements and chemicals and pharma. All the pharma out there has side effects and long-term can be very detrimental to your health. I try to avoid pharma and surgery at all costs, all right, and I think it's good policy. Yeah, certainly if you're not seeing your chiropractor, get to your chiropractor. It could be one of the most beneficial things that you do for your health overall, just kind of like exercise, right? What are they doing? Keeping your joints moving. If they're a good chiropractor, through a full range of motion, yeah, it's important for functionality, right? If you lose range of motion, if you can't move your arm, you can't tie your shoes. So if you can't move your spine, you can't move your body, It feels like I'm stating the obvious, but not so obvious is the big picture, how, spinal health and motion in the spine can relate to allergies and overall health. So one of the best things you can do for your allergies or sinusitis, I'm looking up at the testimonials on my wall. No more anxiety, no more sinusitis, depression, high blood pressure, Crohn's disease. Right behind me is a list of all these conditions from ADD and ADHD and allergies, anxiety, arthritis, asthma, balance, all the way down to weakness, tech neck, TMJ, spinal decay, scoliosis, seizures, sexual dysfunction, right? The sexual system, the reproductive system, is one of the first systems to go down. That's one of the first signs of ill health. So gentlemen, if you're not waking up with an erection, a strong erection every morning, or that erection is not waking you up, you may not be in optimal health. And ladies, maybe your libido is low and you have some other symptoms. Chiropractic might be able to help you. We've seen a lot of couples that couldn't get pregnant, and they blame me, the chiropractic. They blame for getting them pregnant. So there's two twins running around out there in where is it, Stockton somewhere. Shout out to you guys, Luna and Vita. They're probably about 4 years old, 5 years old now, getting pretty big. We'll be looking for them on Facebook. So yeah, if you're having problems, getting pregnant, I wouldn't look externally. You got to look internally, right? So back to the original concept: above, down, inside out, right? The idea is that health comes from the inside out. We don't need to look externally for, even natural substances. Like, you're getting some throat infection, you might reach for the colloidal silver. And, it's great. It can be a really powerful antimicrobial. Perhaps you're not feeling so well, you get some digestive issues, you take in ginger pills or garlic pills, and that's great. It can help you balance some of your microbiota. And then ginger and garlic is food. Let food be thy medicine, right? So if you're eating enough ginger, fresh ginger and garlic in your food, you may not need to supplement with capsules like I've done in the past. And the quality can go down, the shelf life, they're sitting around, dried herbs, and it's the concept of taking a pill, taking a tablet, right? And so in the conversion towards hippie, holistic health, natural health, we still are indoctrinated with, Rockefeller medicine, the big pharma idea that health comes externally, right? We need a pill to help make us better. We need colloidal silver to, kill our infections. And, why can't the body's immune system kill the infection? Oh, it's not strong enough. Well, why? Maybe you're not getting enough sunlight. Right? A patient came in, told me they had some blood work done, and the blood work showed they were low in vitamin D. Well, guess what? That's really popular, very common that people are low in vitamin D, and especially in the northern hemispheres, right? In the northern latitudes and the winter months. Very common because we make vitamin D from the sun. So what do I preach? Get out and get some sunlight, right? I don't say go get your blood work done, find out if you're low in vitamin D. I think it's pretty safe to assume you are low in vitamin D. Now that doesn't mean go out and get a bunch of synthetic, D2 or whatever, right? You need the D3, and best is going to come from sunlight. If you can't get sunlight, maybe a little supplement might help you. Try to get the best natural whole food sources you can. Spend more money, research it. It'll be worth it, because some of these supplements will actually block absorption and have the counter opposite effect. And you're trying to get more vitamin C and it's blocking your absorption of vitamin C. Not going to help. All right. Like I say, a lot of these supplements can be very detrimental. So be careful. I try not to supplement. I'll take a whole food source multivitamin when I'm not eating so good and my meals are not so nutritious. But generally, I try to get some nutrition in some superfoods in as often as I can. I do have bee pollen on standby, so I'll get me a tablespoon of that every day, and maybe just enough to keep me from being mineral and vitamin deficient. All right, so there is external coming in, right? But it's support, it's nutrition support, nutritive support, right? And I'm not looking for pills to kill my fever. Oh, the fever's too high, the baby's fever's too high. They're gonna get convulsions. They're gonna go into a coma. That might be possible, but I don't think it's too likely. And I think the fear is, like most fear, it's just not suited, right? It doesn't serve us. It's irrational. We're worrying about things that are not likely to happen. And the body typically isn't going to, harm itself. It is possible for the muscles to spasm hard enough to break a bone. And it could do that, when the body's dysfunctioning. But it's rare. And, there's already maybe some dysfunction in the nervous system for that to happen. So, babies, right, maybe if they have a dysfunctioning nervous system, it is possible the fever might go too high, but generally there's homeostasis. The body is a self-regulating mechanism, and the fever is serving to balance out an overgrowth of bacteria or fungus or kill off some kind of, microbe perhaps. We all worry about these microbes attacking us, and again, that's an outside to inside paradigm. Right? I'm not worried about the microbes outside of my body getting in because I have skin to protect me. That's why I don't pierce my skin. I don't ever go for blood draws. They held me in handcuffs while they wanted to go and get a court order. A judge ordered me to have blood drawn, and I still denied that, facing felony charges. Okay, all those charges have been dropped because that's just some, crock. They can't really, be vampires and force you to give blood. It's against my philosophy, against my religion, if you were. And, what? You ain't getting me blood, okay? So, you can measure, but if you already know, I can eyeball. I can say, hey, that's about 3 feet. Right, let's get 4 feet of, should cover it. Material should cover it, right? Do I really need to go back to the house or drive to the hardware store, buy a tape measure, come back and forth, waste an hour, to determine it's about 3 feet? No. All right, so I don't need to draw blood to determine my health. If I wake up with a big erection every morning, I'm probably pretty healthy. I'm not worried about what's in my blood. Am I low on vitamin D? Probably. So I'm going to try to get some sun. I'm going to try to get some real nutrients in this body today. Right? I'm not just eating for pleasure, although I do, but I am conscious of what kind of nutrients are going in, what kind of toxins are going in, toxic load. Do I cheat? Do I eat garbage? Yeah. Hello. In the last 2 years, I've been eating lots and lots of garbage. I went back to my comfort diet, right? Fries and chocolate chip cookies and cake and, and Kool-Aid, I don't know, something like that, sugar diet. Okay, so not healthy. I can kind of get away with a lot of cheating because I generally, 80% of the time, I'm eating real good. I'm eating a lot of superfoods. And I exercise and also have a good mental attitude, right, which is very important. The stress will kill you probably faster than anything. It's insidious, right? So there is a hierarchy. Light is going to be at the top of the game. We need light to live, okay? We need oxygen to live, all right? So make sure you're doing the Wim Hof breathing, you're getting lots of good clean air. If you're in a crappy city with a lot of pollution, maybe you move out to the country or somewhere where they got some nice fresh air. It's very important, air and sunlight. If your job is too stressful, maybe you could get a less stressful career. Go back to school, who knows? School's lots of fun. I went back at 40 to become a chiropractor. All right, so I don't want to run too long. I just wanted to really emphasize the concept of above, down, inside out. You basically have everything you need. You don't really need the colloidal silver. If you're getting to the point where your throat's infected, your tonsils are swollen, and you need antibiotics to save your life, it might be a good decision, right? I might even go there too. I heard Bob Marley in the end decided that he might amputate his toe or, to save his life. But I think it was too late. The cancer had already metastasized. I'm no expert on the Bob Marley history, but that's the way I'm paraphrasing it. That's my story, Samson Simpson. I'm stick to my story. All right, so, don't get me twisted. I mean, I love, doctors, medical doctors are some real genius people out there. Some of them have the best hearts and the best intentions who want to help you, and the surgeons, just so creative, the devices and the procedures they come up with to save your life and give you a better life. God bless their hearts. These guys standing on their feet 12 hours sometimes in surgery, subjecting themselves to a lot of electromagnetic fields and an unhealthy lifestyle, martyring themselves to help you. So God bless the good doctors out there. And, I really can't, they have their place, especially in emergency medicine. But when it comes to long-term chronic health care and prevention, that's not really their wheelhouse. That's why there's room for us here in chiropractic, right? So I think an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. And if you could live a healthy lifestyle, you could be a lot healthier. I think no matter where you are, right? So if you're towards the end of your life, you're kind of an old timer, and you feel like, hey, maybe it's too late. I don't think so. I think it's never too late to change your lifestyle. Maybe you only got a few weeks or a few months left to live. Maybe you cannot extend your lifespan, right? No matter what you do, even if you go on Gerson therapy or whatever, you may not get your miracle, but you might be more comfortable, and who knows, you might set an example for your kids or your grandkids, right? And let them know that it's never too late, and it's never too late to keep trying, right? And so you go out fighting. That's how I'm going out. I'm going out fighting. All right, so keep your dukes up, keep your chin up. Well, that's bad fight advice. Probably want to keep the chin down in a fight. But I ain't worried. I got my chin up, standing proud. Get your sunlight, get your breath on, get your food. All right, beware of the stress. It's hard to see it sometimes and how it's affecting us, right? So beware. You get that shoulder tightness, let your head hang back. Breathe slower and deeper. Drink an extra glass of water a day. It's a good place to start. Get in here, get your chiropractic on. If you can't come here, go near you, get yourself a chiropractor. You'd be amazed at how it will help you start to relax, breathe a little deeper, breathe a little slower, get more oxygen to your brain. You'll be thinking clearer and making better decisions, and your life will get better. All right, so am I promising you a better life through chiropractic? Yes. No, actually, I can't make promises that I can't keep, but it is likely that your life will get better. I promise you that, all right? People, I love you. Stay strong. Stay healthy, all right? Men, stay strong. You know what I'm talking about. If you're not strong, get yourself in here. Sometimes people have immediate results, and then, happy wife, happy life. That's all I'm saying. All right, peace out.